1.21 is continuing its push by adding more and more things to the trial chambers, such as new types of waves and new types of trials you could actually find inside the trial chambers. But to get those trials inside the trial chambers, we're first gonna have to head over to a village, give ourselves just a few things, pop into survival, and give me just a little bit of bad omen. Because now, raids are actually a vital part of having tougher trials inside of trial chambers, which, first off, the raid icon has been completely changed, as we can see right there, assuming OBS doesn't cut it off. Because when you actually finish a raid and you kill the raid captain, you actually get a chance of getting a brand new type of drop. So if we just go for the captain, just the captain, come here, sir. Don't worry. This is for scientific purposes. Your sacrifice will not be in vain, and you didn't drop it. Okay, maybe this way will give me the thing I'm looking for. Captain, come on, please, just drop it. No. Okay, you know what? Let's assume I finish off this raid and I kill the captain. Then I will get a chance of actually getting a brand new type of item or a brand new type of bottle called the ominous bottle, which when you drink it will actually give you the bad omen effect. And not just any type of bad omen effect, as we can hopefully see, assuming again OBS is working with me, because now we're getting a brand new type of bad omen effect from drinking this one bottle. I assume if you kill the captain over here, you will get the old type of... Oh! There it is. Okay, that's how you get it. Or there might be another way on getting it. So, not only can you get that bottle from raids, but you can also just get it from the captains inside this structure here. And that's what I get for not reading the changelog. But, yeah, now you're going to want to head to Pillager Outpost because they will actually have a chance of dropping the ominous bottle, which you are definitely going to want to drink if you want to have a slightly more difficult time inside a trial chamber. Oh, it's literally right here. It's pretty much like literally right here. Yeah, right below the outpost. It's right here. Huh. But, yeah, if you head inside of here and you actually have bad omen effect, what you'll get now is some very, very tricky and very, different types of trials, as we shall eventually see as we go through this entire trial chamber. Because now we can see new types of particles and new types of trials. And yeah, these things are wild. The mobs are way more beefed up. As we can see, they are actually armored up. Every single one of them is entirely armored up. And very armored up. And not only that, not only are the mobs attacking you, but also the trial chamber itself is attacking you. It's kind of hard to see from all this chaos happening. And there's some with diamond armor. How is this fair? Like, seriously, what is going on here? But, okay, if I can get away for a second to actually show you what I mean, because eventually what will happen is if you eventually go around here and you just stand in an area for long enough, then what we can see is actually the trial chambers are attacking us in some ways. Like, we can see right above there, those things right there. You get blasted with those things, which those names are escaping me. And that's not the only thing that can actually, you know, affect you in certain ways. And that's not the only way the trial chambers are trying to attack you in certain ways. What did I forget the name? Wind charge. I mean, come on. It's... Ooh. Yep. I don't think that's the most important thing right now. But, yeah. I've seen, like, arrows. I've seen fire. I've seen different types of potions. I've seen mob spawners, which seed is wild. Like, seriously. Did you hear that? Oh, yeah. That is a potion. That is a potion. That is a potion of weaving. A brand new type of potion effect, which in our case right now is not that useful, but in the case you're going through cobwebs or something like that, the effect of you getting slowed down is pretty much gone. Like, pretty much entirely gone. There's a couple other effects, such as wind charge and oozing, but we'll probably get to those in just a little bit. But yeah, when you come down here, not only will you get the ominous effects from, like, different types of mobs with them being armored up, but also trimmed armor. Yeah. Trimmed armor is naturally spawning, well, not naturally, but, you know, naturally spawning for mobs inside the game now. Oh, dear. This is not a place I want to be, if I'm honest. If you do actually complete one of these boss mob attacks with the trial effect happening from Bad Omen, what we'll get is actually a brand new type of key, which... doing it in this room is probably not the best of ideas considering how many mobs there are. Oh, jeez. I'm being pinned to the wall with the structure itself attacking me, with tons of mobs attacking me. Like, if you're gonna do this, you are really gonna want to be armored up and prepared. And we can kind of hear, like, the new sound effects we're hearing from the trial spawners itself. Those little dingly sounds going up and up and up. I think that's just the charging of the structure for it, like, actually going to attack us. And yeah, in some cases it does attack us, such as with cobwebs, and okay, that's kind of weird how we are still going through it normally. Maybe it scales up depending on, like, how much of the effects we actually have. But if you couldn't tell yet, we also got new types of rooms inside the trial chambers too. There it is, a brand new type of key we can see called the ominous trial key. This thing can only be used on ominous vaults, such as those we can see right over there. Normal keys, they will not have any effect on this. You cannot open these types of vaults using normal keys, but with ominous keys, you can actually do it. And from the looks of things, the loot you get here is pretty much exactly the same. I've not noticed, like, any major difference from these things. And where'd I get steak from? Like, I'm honest, like, I never gave me steak. Like, I have my suspicions that the loot you get here is way more different than you might expect now. Take him out, take him out. It doesn't look like every single one of them is going to be armored up, which is fortunate for us in many of these cases. Oh yeah, it is a brand new potion effect. Which one is this? This is oozing, which is a very peculiar type of potion because when I kill a mob, it will actually spawn slimes. Like, I'm not even joking. When I kill, say, this mob, then we can see it spawns slimes in its place. How? Why? But I kind of love it, too. Meaning, if you really want to make, like, a slime farm, but not from, like, you know, a slime chunk or anything like that, then you have that opportunity on doing that in a very different way in 1.21. Oh yeah, and this is another new type of room. It doesn't seem like it's a trial room or anything like that, but just, like, a room with a fountain and with some hidden Easter eggs, such as, say, like, the breeze, like, built over there, or, say, like, a skeleton built over here. Behind it, it doesn't look like there's much. But, you know, if you weren't certain where you are, then I'm almost guaranteed sure that you are going to know with what's built in the walls. And, yeah, this just looks like to be, like, an addition onto the entrance room, because this is the second trial chamber I actually came into, and, yeah, both times they have had the entrance room connected onto the fountain room. Oh, by the way, all these potion effects, well, you can get them here. There are ways of actually brewing them too. But yeah, the other potion effect is called the Potion of Wind Charging, which means whatever mob is affected with it, when it actually dies, it will actually emit a wind burst, as we can see right there. Yeah, nothing too big or anything like that. It only really affects the mobs that die, which, you know, in a place like this kind of makes sense, but for other places, in other cases, I don't know, like, where or when, like, a casual player would be using that. But it is still another welcome addition. And speaking of welcome additions, the Mace actually has unique enchantments. There's a bunch of existing enchantments you could put on the Mace, such as Mending and Breaking, Smite, Bane of Arthropods, Fire Aspect, and Vanishing. But there are 3 different types of unique enchantments you can actually put on your Mace: Breach, Windburst, and Density. Density is kind of a given, like, you could do more damage with less falling down. And, was that something new too? Hold on a second, let me use the normal one. No, that's just a new thing with just general maces. But yeah, if you want to kill, like, say, a warden, they're gonna have to go up just a whole lot less now, with what looks like a few new types of advancements too. If we go all the way up here, come all the way down here, and you're dead. You're dead. That is ridiculous. I went up like 20 blocks about 3 times, and that thing died like in an instant with the highest, like, density enchantment level. Which, by the way, density can go all the way up from 1 to 5, which, that's insane. That is seriously insane. Breach is an enchantment which can only really affect mobs or entities with, like, armor, because it will go through the armor effect in some cases. So you won't really see that here from all the pillagers I'm killing, but you will see it, like, in multiplayer servers or something like that. Windburst, on the other hand, I love this one. It's such a pointless one, but I absolutely love this enchantment, because when you actually hit a mob, what will actually happen is you'll pretty much be launched up into the sky. Meaning, if you can time your jump just right, you could bounce from one mob to the other. That's, like, these types of enchantments are like the dumb ones which you can't really see, like, using too often in, like, base game survival or anything like that. But for mini games or for, like, anything like that, or just to have fun, like, this enchantment is, like, gonna be such a welcome one, which, again, not every enchantment needs to be, like, perfect, but this one, this dumb enchantment is, like, it's so much fun. It is seriously so much fun. Meaning, if you get a lot of mobs in a line, then you could just continually bounce yourself up in the sky so long as you have a mob nearby. Maybe you could use this for parkour cases, or maybe you could use it for something else. I don't know. But back onto the potions itself, if you want to make the wind charge one, then you just need an awkward bottle with a breeze rod, with the weaving one, awkward bottle with a cobweb, and the oozing one, an awkward bottle with a slime block. And I am so done with the weaving one because you don't go faster through the cobwebs. You instead get cobwebs when a mob dies. As we can see, one spawns, meaning infinite cobwebs. You can get yourself infinite cobwebs if you actually kill mobs with this potion effect. You get about 1 to 2 from the looks of things. But what if a mob has every single effect like at once? What's gonna happen then? Let's see, only one way to everything. Every single thing happens all at once. But yeah, in general, I think this is like one of the last big pushes 1.1 is going to be doing to adding like new types of features and changes and things like that. Which, considering like the time of day we have in the year, and considering how most of the trial chamber is like very, very like fleshed out in many cases, apart from maybe the ominous vault, which could use possibly some unique loot itself, I think generally speaking 1.21 and the trial chambers like generally is pretty much probably where the developers want it to be. I mean, it is possible they have more planned, but I think like after this snapshot, they're probably going to start focusing on bug fixing. I can't say for certain, and I'll keep you up to date as to what we hear about that, but yeah, until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.